Test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. We're gonna break some stuff down in a little bit. Wait for some more people to hop in here. But if y'all was in the London session live yesterday, a lot of stuff ended up going as projected. We're gonna talk about it in a second, y'all. Y'all already know the drill. Make sure to go ahead and like the live, y'all. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. And like always, you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Let's see if this reversal is about to fully play out. As far as news today, we just had Swiss franc news pop off. At 10 a.m. we got USD news, and then when markets reopen later on tonight, we got Australian news at 7:30. So make sure to keep these two times in mind, y'all. I gotta fix that stop loss. I don't like how that looks. Bitcoin just hit 100K again, y'all. Just dropped the Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum analysis yesterday for this week. Make sure to check that out after this live stream where y'all get a chance. And in fact, if you watch like the last 4 crypto videos, all those coins are up right now. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me cut into the comments really quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. What's going on, Jordan? Sounded good. Perfect. So if y'all was in the live stream yesterday, I was talking to y'all about how I was watching to see if the trends were going to continue or if these reversals are going to play out. So if you look at the charts, a lot of these end up doing what we was talking about yesterday. For example, GJ ended up respecting his lowest support and pushing back up above 197.45. So now we're looking to see for the retest to see if it can maintain to hold this low buy support. If we could continue to hold 197.45 as support, we can look for buys on 198.50. That's what we're going to be looking at right now. GU, on the other hand, ended up reversing like we was talking about. If it couldn't hold 2,500 as resistance, it was going to keep on pushing up. So now we're back at this next resistance level at 25.60. So right now we're just watching to see what it does. Right, we're just watching to see what it does. So I'm not necessarily going to go for buys with breaks and holds this level of support. I'm going to wait for 26.05 to be held as support to go for buys. You could look for short-term buys at 25.65 to 2600. but I much rather watch to see how price plays out right here. And then NAS, we're going to be looking for buys as well. If we could break and hold 21,620 as support, we could look for buys going back up to 21,730. That was also the price point we was talking about yesterday, but as you can see, it just blew through the low. It didn't necessarily hold it as support. Even after the retracement retest, it failed to hold. So that's what we're going to be looking for today as well. So we're going to be mainly paying attention to GJ, NAS, and then possibly GE. And I like how it's pushing right now. Again, we're looking for sells. It failed over and over again to come back down to hold 2040 as resistance. But if it can do that today, we can look for sells, right? So it's got a nice little push going on right now. So we're just going to push our alert up and see if we can break and hold that level or not. All right, y'all. All right, new 15 just popped up. Looks like it's respecting that support, so we're just going to watch to see how it reacts right here. Those are just joining this trade. I'm not into this trade yet. That's just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free Signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Let's see what else we got going on. What's my thoughts on Jared 30? Oh, what's going on, Hood Harvest? I got you in a second. Give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and pull it up. So GJ's not still on this level, so we're just gonna let it do its thing. Again, we got a couple sets we're looking. I'm gonna go ahead and put this sell idea because if it can hold this level, we are gonna jump in on this sell right here. But let me go ahead and pull up Jared. You done brought back memories. I used to kill Jared 30 back in the day. Let me pull this up real quick. I wonder if I still have my old levels on here. I don't think I used this one. I don't remember which one I used. Give me 1 second though, and I got you. Give me 1 second. And if you guys want me to look at any other charts, let me know, and I got you as well. So, like a lot of these charts, Dirt 30 is no different. My screen won't bug out. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and put this question up. All right, like a lot of these charts, we got reversals going on. So it's reversing right now, right? It had bearish momentum after the uptrend. We had a failed higher high get. Well, higher high did get made, but it failed to hold this low as support twice. Then we had the reversal, and then we had price slowly coming on its way back. So if it could hold 250 as support, we could look for buys going back up to 2440. Right. So that's what's going on with Dread 30. So it's like a bunch of these other charts that are just reversing right now. Speaking of reversing, about to see these reverse for us. So again, we're paying attention to GJ, we're paying attention to GN, and then we're paying attention to NAS. Let's go ahead and put NAS back up. Yeah, so we got a new 15 about to pop up in a little bit. So yeah, while we're chilling, again, pay attention to how price is or is not reacting to these levels, because this is important. Like I always say, we're not just here vibing, listening to music. That's just another thing we're doing. But also was just buying some crypto in the meantime as well. Again, if y'all watched any of my last 4 crypto videos, everything should be up right now, y'all. Everything should be up right now. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Try to mute at the time I wasn't able to. So hopefully y'all didn't have no headphones in. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today during the New York session as well, though. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. So GJ's still chilling right here. So again, if we could hold this all that support, we could see possibly new higher high get made to that. New 15 just popped up. So by the way, y'all, those over the live stream yesterday, remember it was talking about, was looking at possible GU sales if it could hold 2505 as resistance, right? And people was asking, oh, did you jump in yet? I was like, no, we're waiting for our confirmations. So again, this would have been a perfect example, because imagine if we would have took this sell without waiting for our confirmations when price retested here. We would have took an unnecessary loss right here. You see what I'm saying? Or when price broke down here, if we didn't really wait for it to hold resistance, we would have took another unnecessary loss here. So again, this is why these confirmations and these rules are so important. So I do like how GJ is looking, but I still got a little bit of work to do before I pull the trigger on that. Make sure to hit that first link, y'all, and check out the free signal for your Telegram. We went absolutely crazy last year. Just did a recap of last year yesterday for y'all as promised. So you hit that first link in the description. It'll help if we go to the right month, right? I don't know why we're in October. All right, so you go to the first link in the description, you scroll up just a little bit, and you'll see how we did last year. We absolutely dominated last year. We had 181 wins, only 23 losses the entirety of 2024, giving us an 89% win rate. So I forgot your name. I never really remembered your name, but shout out to whoever that hater was in my video comments talking about some. Um, Give me 1 second. Hold that thought. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, cool. Now, what video was I'm about to drop it in the chat too? But again, the numbers don't lie over here. I have no reason to lie or make up win rates or stats or statistics. That's why we go live and break this stuff down every day. Let me drop this in the chat, right? Because this dude was all in these comments acting like I'm just up here just making stuff up. Right, so shout out to whoever you was, right? Because I love proving people wrong, especially people that be doubting me. So let me go ahead and drop this in the chat. Right, but y'all see it on here again. First link in the description to check all this stuff out. We're still live, right? I don't know what I like now live. Yeah, we're still live. I don't know why YouTube's acting weird. Well, that's also why I send the link out on the free Signal free Telegram every time we go live. Because sometimes YouTube, won't let people know we live all the time. All right, cool. Right, but you see everything. January we went 20-0, caught 37,620 pips. February went 17-1, caught 24,403. March went 16-3, caught 49,783 pips. April 16-4, caught 69,396. May went 15-4, caught 47,957. June went 13-3, caught 1,006 pips. July went 16-5, caught 1,442. August went 13-1, caught 27,727. September went 14-2, caught 35,486. And then to wrap up the year, quarter four, 15-1 October, 14,935 pips caught. November went 14-1, 14,549 pips. And then last month, December, went 12-2, got 2,246 pips. Ended the year, 181 wins, 23 losses, giving us an 89% win rate. Again, if you click right here, it's going to take you to literally the beginning of the year, where you can see how we started it off. And then since we're already up here, we can also compare how we ended 2023 going into 2024. If I did things right, let's see if we did things right. I don't know. We're about to find out together. So let's see. So I think I did the same thing last year. So quarter four last year, well, 2 years ago, I should say, was 76-7, 96% win rate. And try to see if I did the recap of the year last year. Because I feel like I did. So I'll try to find it, though. I can't find it in like 2 minutes. It is what it is. If I did, it should have been January when I did it. So let's take a look. Let's scroll. I guess I didn't do it this year. I thought I did. I don't know why. I thought I did it this year. Well, oh well. Y'all see how we did this year, though. Would have been nice to compare, but that's what I'm gonna do this year. It is posted. But it's all good, y'all. But again, it's called the playbook for a reason, y'all. You go to where it says subscribers, there's over 1,000 from those 3 years worth of receipts of screenshots of positions, screenshots of risk reward ratios. Bring that to the other side, screenshots of risk reward ratios, student results, testimonials, all of that good stuff. So make sure to explore the free Signal free Telegram and check all this stuff out, y'all. Yeah, but another great year. I might not sound too enthusiastic, but I am. But when it comes to trading, you gotta kind of. I don't want to say like my emotions are numb because they obviously not. I still have emotions stuff like that. But when it comes to trading, you have to keep a cool head. So sometimes even like when TPs are getting hit, I might not sound too enthusiastic. I am, but I just be vibing. You know what I'm saying? This is expected because again, when you put the work in, when you stick to your rules, you stick to your game plan, you stay disciplined. Only option you got is to win. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say it's not a success or failure rate when it comes to trading. It's a success and quitting rate because everybody's going to lose a trade, lose money, make mistakes when you first start, but only people that fail are the ones that quit. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we had an absolutely great year last year. That's all I can really say about that. So again, right now we're waiting for a couple setups, but it is the beginning of the month, and we do have tomorrow and Friday, the infamous first week of the month news events. Right, we got the ADP, 8:15, and we are going to be going live during this. Members, I redid my schedule, re-looked at it, so we will be going live for the 8:15 ADP news um tomorrow. So we have 8:15 ADP, 8:30 unemployment claims. Then we have FOMC tomorrow. So we got a lot of important news events tomorrow as well as Friday. All right, so make sure to keep those 2 days in mind. We got news today as well, though. It's saying Nas is trying to wake up for us again. Nas still got some work to do before we hop in this. GJ is respect this lower support, so I do like that. Then I want to see how G reacts right here. Yeah, so we got a few signs we're looking at, y'all. We're just waiting for our confirmations right now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jordan. I see you up in here still. So we got a new file that just popped up again. If GJ can respect 197.45, 197.50 as support, we can look for buys going to 198.40. Did this move last night. Only reason why I didn't take this, I'll pull the trigger on this move is one, it did the move before I like to trade during Tokyo session, but also it didn't retest just with the level. So yeah, granted, I could have made some money here, but ain't really missed nothing, right? Because it's right back here the next session. So it's not like you went anywhere. You just took a walk around the block, just a quick lap around the track. Looks like all these setups about to tease us right now. Nash is pushed up, so again, we don't just want it to hit this level and break it. We want to wait to see if it can hold it as support as well. So we got a couple charts. GJ's looking nice right here as well. Only issue, like I said, is right now a lot of trying to reverse it or trying to come back to the previous trends they were in. Talked about this in yesterday's live stream as well as the Sunday chart analysis. So I'm not going to beat it that horse too much unless y'all want me to talk about it again. And so let me know in the chat. But yeah, what we talked about yesterday is playing out right now. And again, we've been here before multiple times. We was riding this wave up, failed to hold this level as support, reversed, rode the wave up again, failed to hold this level as support, reverse. So we're about to see if this isn't going to be third time the charm. This is going to be like fifth time the charm. So we're about to see if we can do it this time. I do like how this is looking right here. I got some trade ideas up. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all, if you haven't already, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. We're almost at 2,900 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Again, remember, I think we got news today, right? Remember, we got news, I think 10 o'clock. Yep, 10 o'clock. Cool. So, again, the price, especially NAS and stuff and gold, and you. If it keeps on ranging, I'm just chilling at these levels. Don't be too sharp to surprise if it waits till New York or the news to try to make the move happen. And we always see stuff like that happen all the time. This is looking right here. This is looking. I don't know if I need a desk off here. My desk ain't too dusty. But like I be chilling, but it's like as soon as I get to my desk, maybe it's because I'm out of bed. I don't know, my nose want to start running and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's another loopy train. So it's got a little bit of work to do. Let's follow the flow of price. We just need volume to break through that low level of traffic. But if we can do that, we'll have action. Right, it's kind of like with gold yesterday, to the gold trade yesterday. Did a huge push to the downside for like 10 minutes, hit a level and rejected. But we're going to be talking about that when we go live tomorrow, members. So make sure to be on the lookout for that live stream. And then y'all that watch Friday's live, make sure to check that out as well. There you go. Again, I got a new video dropping for y'all during the New York session today, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. It's that NAS about to try to break this level too. What does it mean when it says trading refused order cannot be created? Only positions closing is allowed to have instant funding account for funding pips. So I never used the instant funding option. I've always just been traditional and used the two-phase evaluation. So I can't really say anything too much about the instant funding. But said trading refused order cannot be created. Only positions closing is allowed. I'm not exactly sure. Do you have a bunch of positions open that could have caused you to meet the daily drawdown, or are you in the trade already? You trying to add a new trade? Like what's going on? I'm gonna need some more info, but I'm not exactly sure 100%. But if you can't figure it, no positions open. I'm not sure. I never had that with funding pips, so I try again or contact support. Let's see what they say. Support always responds in a timely manner too. So that's what I would do, because whenever I had issues with them or questions, that's exactly what I would do. I just contact them, and then like within an hour, 2 hours, I get an email back, and then go from there, fix the issue. But I never had that happen. But again, I never used the instant funding. I've always did the two-step evaluation. Okay, we just hit TP1 on GJ. And again, this is why we're waiting to see if it can hold the level, because again, price can easily touch a level, but breaking and holding is a completely different conversation. Okay, Jordan's saying try closing the app and refreshing. Yeah, that or the website, depending which one you're on. Which one are you using? Because I use Match Trader also. So again, because of funding pips, especially because after all the regulations and rules that came into place last year, there's three different things, three different platforms, brokers, whatever, that you can trade with funding pips on. And I use Match Trader, so there's that also. Like I said, I never had that pop up before, so I'm not 100% sure. All I can say is try refreshing, try a different lot size, and if it's still saying you can't place a trade, support. Like I said, I've support has always helped me out. I remember one time, um, I lost my info to get paid out, and I contacted them, and they resolved that issue, like literally, like if not that same day, like that next day or 2 days. And I was also during the holidays, because I was during that was literally last year, during, I think it was like right before, I can't remember if it was right before Thanksgiving. I can't remember. I know it was a holiday. I want to say it was Thanksgiving. Yeah, even during the holidays and things like slowing down and getting backed up, it still helped me resolve the issue quickly in a timely manner. And every time I have issues or questions, they always respond quickly. And I know people be asking about payouts. I've had, as of now, right, as of what's today, January 7th, I've had no issues with the payments. The payments are very simple and secure. And like I said, they walk you through everything if you have any issues. All right, so we just hit TP1. Let's see if we can hit that next TP. New hours about to pop up. New 15 is about to pop up. Let's see what we got in here. You're using TradeLocker. Okay. I actually got a couple of students that use TradeLocker. I don't use it though. So yeah, so let me know if it's still acting up, and if it's still acting up, like I said, just contact support. But I do have a few people that use TradeLocker, so just go into the group chat. Also, you can also go into the student member group chat and be like, "Hey, does anyone use Trade Locker? This popped up. I'm having this issue," and then someone that uses it, they'll be able to help you out. Like I said, I use Master Trader with funding pips. That's another thing, y'all. If y'all do use it, make sure to pay attention to which of the 3 options you select you want to trade on, which platform. That's very important. What else we got out here? How many trades I'm in currently? I'm in 1 trade currently. I think it's because I never found out KYB verification. Okay. Yeah, so try that then. The verification is important. I actually had someone else that was asking me about that too. Let me actually go to the conversation. They didn't have that exact issue, but they was asking about the verification and stuff as well. But the verification is really important, mainly when you pass an account and when you're trying to get your master account, and you're about to get your first payout or get ready for the payout, so you fill out all that paperwork and agreements. That's when the verification is really important, because they're going to want to verify your identity, because you have to use your identity stuff to make the payout account, and there's also a contract and stuff. But I've been using Funny Pips for so long. I told my student I don't remember doing the verification stuff until after I passed my first challenge. But it was so long ago, I can't remember 100%. But that's what I believe I did, because with my other platform accounts that I used or websites, I think it was the same way. But they could have changed from when I first started using Funny Pips. I started using Funny Pips. I'm so terrible with time. I used it all last year. I want to say I started using it after the My Forex Funds thing happened. Yeah, but Nikoli, I'm in 1 trade currently. All these other trades are great ideas. So again, how to easily tell as far as me, because I know every other person does things their own way, but as far as me, how to tell if I'm in a trade, my long or short position will be on the candlesticks, right? So if I'm in a trade, my long or short position will be on the candlesticks, right? You see how this is right here? And the reason why I put it to the side is so y'all see the trade idea that I'm looking for on these pairs. But it's also for me as well, right? Because again, the way I trade, I know on each pair what I'm looking for, buys or sells. So then from that point, all I'm looking for is my confirmation, which is what we did with GJ, right? So we always here from the beginning of the live stream. We literally waited, watched price retest, waited for it to close, and show us respecting that support, and then we pulled the trigger, and now we're making money right now, right? So as we're thinking about to try to do the same thing as well. But yeah, I'm just in GJ right now. We just hit TP3, I think. So let me go ahead and let the folks know. And let me know if y'all hopped in this with us. Again, we broke this down live. Obviously, I didn't call the signal. I posted the signal in the advanced play signal, but we literally broke this setup, waited for these confirmations live, guys. And again, I say exact price points, so pay attention to what I be saying, y'all. I be saying the exact price points we're looking at and all that good stuff. Let's see if we can hit this next point right here. Let's see what else we got up in here. Yeah. If you didn't enter yet, wait for the retest. You never want to chase a trade, because again, like I was talking about yesterday, once you get the charts down, once you have a game plan, a strategy, if you will, all that's left, the next and final piece is simple math and discipline, right? So, so you don't want to chase a trade because, again, if it's not where you want it to be at, I know we've all been here before. We missed the ideal entry. We decided to jump in because of FOMO, just for shortly price to come back exactly where we wanted to enter at initially, right? So it's the same thing. You never want to chase a trade because, again, the reason why you want to enter where you want to enter at is because that's going to give you the best likelihood of you making the most bang for your buck, but also give you the best risk reward, as well as help you be as in a little drawdown as possible. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, for retraces, definitely hop back in. Because like I said, this is just the first retest. Because prior to this, it was treated as low as resistance, blew through, then retested. You see what I'm saying? Y'all saw this in real time. I know some London session lives to be slow, but y'all seen this in real time. It's 4. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's 4. You talking about TP4? Because if that's what you're talking about, we definitely about to hit that right now. Again, I got a new trade breakdown. It's a good trade. It's a trading video. It's a trading video dropping today. I'm not sure if it's a trade breakdown or not yet. I gotta look at my schedule because I got a list of videos I'm making. But no, it's gonna be a day trading video dropping today. All right, so I dropped a crypto video yesterday. Dropping a day trading video today, and then I'm dropping tomorrow another stock video. Um, I'm not gonna give an update on the ones I talked about last time. I'm gonna give y'all some new ones to pay attention to and look at as well. So I always want to give y'all options. And again, you don't always want to put all your money in one basket. You never want to have all your eggs in one basket. Even with trading, where I get questions: are you a funded trader or you trade personal? I do both. I just do one. You know what I'm saying? Do I? And I have multiple different brokers as well. So like again, I have my money all over the place. Same thing with stocks. I don't just have all my stocks in one account. Same thing with crypto. I don't just have my crypto on one account. Right? Same thing with my bank account. I don't just got one bank. I don't got just one checking, one saving, one credit card. Right? You always want to have your stuff all over the place and diversified. Always, always. Right? Appreciate everybody that liked the live, y'all. Just make sure we're not missing any questions. So make sure to drop all your questions in the chat right now. Because we're going to be hopping off in a little bit, most likely. Let me let the members know we just hit the next TP. I'm telling you, I'd be fine. I think it is because I'm like sitting down. When I'm standing up, I'm straight. But maybe I don't know. When I'm sitting down, it's like just it's just all coming out. Pause. Like talking about like my nose. But you said, what does NAS look like? How do I like NAS? NAS has not changed at all. So I just put it on the screen for you. Again, this is the game plan for NAS. If we can hold 21,600 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 21,720. All right. So we need to hold that level as support for the uptrend to come back into play and continue going up to 21,860. All right. What country? I'm in America, specifically the United States as of now. I'm in America. It's funny, I get that a lot because I trade London session. But to be fair, I did. Well, I didn't live in London. I used to live in Germany. So to be fair, I used to be on Europe time. To be fair, but the main reason why I like London session is because I discovered it. Like I was talking about yesterday a little bit. You know, before I don't say I'm a full time trader because I don't just trade full time, but before I started trading like I trade now. I was trying to learn how to trade. I was working 2 jobs a day, 6 hours. I mean, 6 days up a week. Only had 1 full day off, 2 half days off, 14, 16-hour days. And I had to figure out when and how I was going to have time to learn how to trade, right? Because usually, I don't know how it is now, because I'll be looking at videos like that. But when I first was in the space, everybody and their mama was like, New York session, New York's the best session, New York session, New York's the best session to trade, New York session, New York session, right? So in my head, I was like, dang, well, I work during New York session, so I can't do that. But then I found out about London and Tokyo session, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. I can work all day, and then London session before I start my work day again, I can practice during London session and Tokyo session a little bit. So I was at a certain time where my routine was so hectic where, boom, I'd wake up on London session, so like 2 a.m., 3 p.m. EST, be on the charts for a couple hours, look for a setup, take a trade, by like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, take a nap, wake up at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I can't remember. It was one of those. Shower, get ready, grab an hour to work, and now to be in the trades during New York session, I was checking. I was doing the day, and on my lunch break, I used to use my computer to work with me. So on my lunch break, I get in my car, pull my computer out, checking my trades, connecting to my hotspot, and checking my trades and stuff. So that's how I found out it's like I fell in love with London session because I was able to start the day off early, take trades, and then hold them throughout the entire day, and still be able to, make my bread for the day and for the week. That's why I started trading London session. GJ is pushing nicely. This is what we like to see right here, y'all. This is what we like to see right here. We gotta hit this next TP. Let me catch up to the chat. Let me see here. My local time 4 a.m. Okay, so you Eastern Standard. Where you at? Georgia, Florida? Where you at? Cause I'm from my family's from Georgia, so I see too. Because I don't live in Georgia no more. I was in Georgia when I first started the playbook, so that's why I was in EST. But after I, saw my success after my first year, started traveling a lot more. I chilled out last year, but I ain't gonna lie. My first year of successful trading, I kind of was stupid. I didn't go stupid like a lot of other people go stupid, but I went stupid in my version, right? AKA, I did what I wanted. I enjoyed myself. Not necessarily got flashy. I got a couple of flashy things, but I don't really get flashy things like that. So I don't like attention. So that solid money where you just look like. Now don't get wrong, I look like no regular person. Y'all ain't never see me put some shit on you. I look just being tank chops, spitting game. But when I go outside, I ain't flashy, but I look right. You know what I'm saying? But for me, trading. I started trading not just to, get a Lambo and show the world that I got a Lambo, but for the freedom, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing a lot of chill, should be traveling a lot all over the place. Because again, the beautiful thing about trading is all you need is signal. You can do that from anywhere. And all the markets need to do is be open. You can trade at any time. Am I going live in 10 a.m. news today? No, I'm not going live for the 10 a.m. news today. I'm going to be going live tomorrow during ADP. And then I'm going to be going live Friday with y'all at 8:30 during all this stuff. So I'm going live tomorrow and Friday with the members during the news events. By the way, y'all, I've been seeing y'all use that code. I'm glad. I remember when I first started doing discount deals, motherfuckers weren't using that shit. So I'm glad y'all used it and figured it out. What I mean by not using it is people will purchase it and go, "Oh shit, I forgot to put the code in." Right, but I've been putting the code in correctly this time. So shout out to y'all. And get all new members. Make sure to explore the channel. Don't just be waiting for a signal. Well, we got a signal right now, so a little too late for that. But don't just be in the future just sitting there waiting for a signal. You gotta watch the New York price watch list. I'm telling you right now, if you do not watch the New York price watch list, you're going to be lost. You're going to be confused, right? Because the New York price watch list breaks down not only the trade we're in, but also all possible setups I see going into New York sessions, right? So again, you know what I'm saying? I'll be getting questions and it be answered in the video. The videos are literally just 3 minutes long. Yeah. I can show y'all. Like the videos aren't long. So y'all gotta watch those videos, y'all. Again, I don't get out of bed to record that video every day for y'all because I'd be bored and lonely. I want to talk to y'all. Still shout out to y'all, but what I'm saying is I do it for a reason. It's to help y'all out, right? So you gotta watch these videos, yo. You gotta watch these videos. Again, this is just 2 minutes long. You cannot tell me you can't sit there for 2 minutes and listen to a video real quick that's going to help you understand what's going on. Right? You have to watch the New York price watch list. You got to watch the New York price watch list. Again, they're not long at all. Look at it, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They're not long at all. Right? So no excuses. Because you already know, if you ask me a question about a trade, the first time I ask you, you watch that video. All right, so you gotta watch that video. That video is gonna explain everything that's going on. Last rejecting that level again. I respect that hustle. You gotta hustle, man. You gotta hustle. You cannot be too comfortable for a long time. You always gotta be doing something. You always gotta be working towards something. I learned that the hard way. You can't be stagnant. You can't be satisfied. Because if you become stagnant and satisfied, that flower, that plant is going to wilt. It's going to wilt and eventually die. You always gotta be working towards something. You accomplish one goal, that doesn't mean you just kick back and not do shit for the rest of the year or for the next 2-3 years. You gotta, okay, what's the next goal? What's the next goal? What's the next goal after this? I'm accomplishing this so that I can do this. I'm accomplishing that so I can do that. But the 2 job shit, I had a mission. I was on a mission with the 2 jobs shit. So that's just not for the. Obviously, I was a little extreme, so I didn't have to work 6 days and all that stuff. I did that because I had a mission and a game plan, and that was the most efficient and quickest way to accomplish that in a timely manner. So that's why I did it. But you gotta hustle, man. That's why I always tell people. When people hit me up and they're like, "Oh, I'm busy. I don't got time." I laugh because I just think back to when I used to do that shit. I'm like, that I could have easily said I didn't have time. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I did. So y'all ever think y'all don't got time? You're lying to yourself. I can prove it to you. Actually, you can prove it to yourself, right? So if you ever say y'all don't got time, this is the easiest way to show that you're a fucking liar. Right? I want you to go into your phone, go into your notes section, and write down every hour of the day, right? So start from 0000, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. to 1 p.m., whatever. But you want to write every 24 hours of the day down. And then you want to write down what you're doing each one of those hours. So the time you're at work, write that down. Your commute to and from work, write that down. The time you're quote unquote sleep, everybody thinks you need 8 hours of sleep, write that down. You got kids, write down when you pick your kids or your children up, right? And I guarantee you're going to find out that you have 4 to 6 hours minimum of free time, if not every day, most days, not including your off days. So after you find out that you have 4 to 6 hours of free time, then you can't say you don't got time to do shit, right? Because then at that point, you realize that you're choosing to do something else with your time, like watch Grey's Anatomy or something. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's got time. It's just what you want to do with that time. And I promise you, you don't need 8 hours of sleep a day. I don't care what anybody says. You don't need 8 hours of sleep a day. Now, I'm not saying just sleep 2 hours a day, but you don't need 8 hours of sleep a day. I promise you. Yeah, crazy, but committed as of now, I'm going to be eligible every night because I work a 9 to 5 to party. Hey, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Again, I'm only live for an hour. I'm live later now because, we're having a conversation. But if nobody was in the chat talking right now, I'd be off. I'm only live an hour. I always tell the members to all you need is an hour a day. If you consistently put in an hour a day to the charts, and again, you're not wasting that hour, you're actually learning, doing something, improving. Success is going to happen off default. You know what I'm saying? The success is going to happen off default. I used to say this all the time. I used to play sports heavy. You already know me, varsity everything, starting everything, but that's besides the point. But every year, every season, there are always going to be someone brand new to the sport or brand new to sports athletics in general, right? And anyone that ever did a sport, you know what the first couple weeks or not the first couple months of that new season of that new sport is. And that's conditioning. And every first week of conditioning, you can see those that have been doing sports throughout the year, those that are just now getting back into the season, and those that have never done a sport in their life, right? And then, day 2 comes. Some people don't show up after day 1, right? But the ones that stayed consistent, came to practice every day, I ain't gonna say they became the best on the team, but they improved. You know what I'm saying? I say all that to say that if you actually try, it doesn't matter how terrible you are, you're gonna see improvement. So you're gonna see improvement just off default. But if you're just showing up, you're not trying to improve or working on fixing your mistakes and things like that. You're just showing up. You know what I'm saying? You're just showing up, but ain't nothing gonna happen. You're just showing up and nothing gonna happen. That's even worse than not showing up at all. Jamaica, shout out Jamaica. Shout out Jamaica. I gotta go there. I mean, like, actually go there. Trading for me is about financial freedom. I ain't flexible. Exactly. That's how I am too, right? That's how I am too. So, that's why I be laughing at people when I be posting something. They be like, "Oh, you're a liar. Look at you. There's no way you're doing this and that." I'm like, not all money's loud money. Now, loud money usually means you ain't got that much money. All the money you had is spent on your loud stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for me, right? Like, I don't gotta prove or show people that I got money. We don't care about this ad, bro. Hold on, I was about to start cooking. We're gonna have some beef. I was about to start. I can't even skip this ad. Get your money. Get your money. Oh, that's because the playlist ended. We're gonna run it back. There we go. Fuck, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. And that's how I am too, right? Me, If I want to do something, I can do it, right? If I can't do it at the exact moment, I can plan to get it set up end of the week, end of the month, right? That is why I want to do trading. Because when I worked my first job, I remember I worked my first job at 17, 18. All I did was start doing the math in my head about how much I was making and how much the company I was working with made just my shift alone. And I knew the shit was BS. No. When I knew things was really BS, it was my second job. When my manager was so excited talking to me about a potential 5-cent raise. And in my head, I was like, 5 cents? And I thought I was tripping because I was 17. So I thought I was tripping. I was like, nah. Maybe that's normal, right? But it is normal, but that doesn't mean it's fucking okay. So since I was young, I already knew, like, look, bro, I gotta figure something out because this ain't it. This ain't it right here, right? So I've always been trying hustling. Like, in the state I was in, I was literally the first 5,000 people in the state to get into DoorDash, get on DoorDash when before DoorDash became popular. I was one of the first on Postmates before Postmates got bought into Uber Eats. Man, I was so early to Acorns. If y'all even know what Acorns is, I was on the waiting list before it even became public. And then I was also one of the first 2 or 5,000 people to get the car when it first came out. Robinhood, I was on that shit in 2018, right before New York racialized that ganja. I found out the companies I was going to be in charge of that or owning that bought them when their shares were like literally penny stocks, less than $2. And then a couple months after they got public, my shares went from like $2 a share to like $40, $60. Like, so after all that, that's why I knew, like, look, internet money is where it's at, bro. Internet money is where it's at. But at the same time, I was always finding a job that paid me more too. And that's another thing, right? Like, a lot of times, like, if you ain't got a felony, bro, you ain't got no excuse. Because I was 18. I was always, when I was 18, 20, even up to like 21, I was always like the youngest in the company or whatever, right? Like, so there's no excuse. If you don't got a felony, bro, you should not be getting paid minimum wage. That's all I'm gonna say. If you do not have a felony, and you're not 16, you should not be getting paid minimum wage. You gotta find something to help get you to where you're trying to get. Because every job I quit, I found a job that was paying me more every single time. I never, when I was working, what's the word, went down. Right? It's the same thing with trading, right? But you guys just gotta stop making excuses to get to it. Once I start making excuses and put everything on me, that's what things change. I've kind of always been like that, so it's a little bit easier for me. But that's the beautiful thing about trading. Everything is your fault. If you're successful, it's your fault. If you're not successful, it's your fault. Don't have time to work towards your goals. As crazy as I heard. People, I'm telling you, some people. I learned some people they like the idea of certain things, but they don't actually want it. I remember I was watching shout out Alex Hormozy. I was watching one of his videos, and this dude, he was one of the first people to comment under his video. He said, "Wow, I wish I could be as motivated as you or as successful as you or this, that, and the third." And then everybody in the comments was, "You can, you can." I was like, "Y'all don't understand. This dude doesn't want to." Right? So what he was doing was he was just fishing for reefs, insurance, or something. But a lot of people, they like the idea of certain things, but you don't actually want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what trading will do. Trading will make or break you. That's why there's such a huge gap between successful traders and not successful traders, because first time inconvenience happens, they want to blame everybody and their mama besides the person that actually entered the trade. You get what I'm saying? You know, the most detrimental thing you can do is not take exactly. You got to take a risk. You got to take a risk. Now you should always take calculated risk, but you always got to take some risk. Money isn't real; it's meant to be a tool for financial freedom. That's true as well. It's just numbers on the screen. It's numbers. That's all it is, really. Especially now, it's just numbers. It's about to change with crypto, though. Nah, I don't understand. I don't think a lot of people truly understand what this crypto thing is, right? Because of course there's Bitcoin, and we really think about Bitcoin as like, besides Bitcoin being 100K, and besides you able to transfer money, hold money there, compared to all the other coins, you know, these quote unquote altcoins, these altcoins have more purpose, in my opinion, than Bitcoin. Now I could be wrong, but that's, like I said, it's my opinion. I think all these other coins have way bigger purposes and utilities than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was just what they used to get people to understand or know what crypto was. But did y'all really do research on these coins? I'm telling you, crypto's already taking over if you don't know it already. But tell y'all need to have some money in crypto, y'all. Y'all need to have some money in crypto, y'all. Where do you get your crypto news from? Like, what source can you recommend? Twitter. Well, it's called X now. Twitter. If you want to find some information, especially like in real time that people are not talking about, you need to have Twitter. You need to have Twitter. And then once you have Twitter, you just simply it's just simple. You just look up whatever crypto news, trending crypto news, or if it's a specific coin or company, just look up that coin or company. You're gonna find so much info on Twitter. You're gonna find so much info on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's a good one. And then also, you know, Coinbase drops news all the time. Like every day they drop like news and updates as well. So, you know, Coinbase is good as well. But Twitter, some YouTube, a little bit of YouTube, but Twitter is where you're gonna find that stuff that's nowhere else on the internet. Like, I'm telling you, Twitter. Just scroll through Twitter on the crypto side, the financial side. You're gonna find yourself on that thing for like 2 hours, just lost in the sauce. And like, dang. But Twitter for sure. Twitter for sure. And then, like I said, on Coinbase drops news as well. Like Coinbase, we dropping info on a daily and weekly basis. And I'll share that info in the crypto channel as well. But it's still important info, but it's like more basic. So, but you want to find like some good info, you gotta be on Twitter. As far as like news and stuff like that, there's also a website. Um, there's a couple websites. I'm gonna put you on game right now. Some of y'all, hold up, let me find it real quick. So I don't really use it too much, but just see if it's up to you. And like for super like small coins that you can really get some good flips on, a good return on investment. You want to use like there's like what people use for like the meme coins and stuff, but it's not just simply for for meme coins, right? It's not just for meme coins. You can look up anything on here, but they mainly be showing like So this is where people. This is a site where people find coins before they hit Coinbase and crypto, right? Like for example, like Bonk, Doge, Giga, Chad, Floki, Last, Pepe, Shiba. What the? I just read some. I'm glad I didn't say that. I probably got my live messed up. But anyways, this is where all these coins be at before they hit like the big platforms, right? So you want to find some sleeper coins that are dirt cheap that you can get huge return on investments. You want to use this website right here. It's called Dex Screener, right? And like I said, this is where you find all the meme coins before they get to the big platforms. But you can also look up popular coins as well. And you can see here, these are this will show you like where you can find certain coins that are on certain chains, right? Because like recently the Solana meme coins. The reason why they've been saying Solana meme coins is because those meme coins are the Solana chain. Just like when you go into like Coinbase, for example, you look at a crypto, it's going to tell you what it's on. Is it on the Ethereum blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain, the Solana blockchain, things like that. So like I said, crypto gets really deep, right? There's a couple other websites too. I might throw those in the crypto telegram, but that's a website. So y'all probably seen that, but again, people just don't be comfortable what it is. I don't know why they're going to be gatekeepers and stuff like that, but yeah, that's a website. So you want to go down a rabbit hole and get lost in the sauce, use that website. All right, y'all. Okay, so we're nice and profitable on GJ. I got a couple things I'm gonna do. Again, members, we're going to go live tomorrow and Friday during the New York news. Be on the lookout for the New York price watch list in a few hours. We asked some good questions today, y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free for Telegram, y'all. Again, see scrolling, not scrolling on the bottom of the screen. You see how we did last quarter. You see how we did last month. Showed you how we did the entirety of last year. We're absolutely going crazy. Again, 25% off everything. 25% off. Not no 5%, not no 10%. 25% off everything if you use discount code before purchase my year. Yes, that's for the course. That's for the one-on-one sessions. That's for the signal, monthly, yearly, lifetime, everything, anything. 25% off. Make sure to take advantage of that. Invest in yourselves, y'all. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Run the session 3 p.m. PST.